It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the Niners under the lights on Monday night.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? Maybe when I got nailed by the punt returner?
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second down and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And it's caught. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
To the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down, Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Purdy off the play fake.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
U.S. tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So out now come the Lions. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams.
And now it's 2nd down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Jack Fox now. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20.
And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Back to throw, Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Again, McCaffrey, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Goff.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Goff.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field, and after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
Goff on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there at its 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To the air again. Goff.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, I'd say a couple people didn't get the read correct, huh? Zone coverage. Linebacker dropped right into the proper spot. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Was looking directly in his eyes as he threw the football, and you're right, it was telegraphed. Probably should have been picked.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he is going to have the Lions first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Goff. This is caught. Now Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Now he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Montgomery on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
And so much of football is about mismatches, and here, they're going to line their running back out wide to the right, and I think defensively, there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
On first down, it's gone. Throw left side to Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Goff.
That's complete to the Porter.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. It's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? the guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is caught.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Now it's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the line. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give. This is Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow."
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Goff on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Mitchell. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's smart, baby. Me and you, baby. Me and you.
2nd down and 4. Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 48 yards. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 104 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff now looking to throw.
And he will have the first down. And that is not officially going to end it, but they'll be able to take the clock way down from here.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
This is where you step up. You come on, baby. You on, baby. Me and you, baby.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.